Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Okay, so I'm going to be live with you a little bit on tonight. And for those of you who was on last night, you already know that we tried to do a watch party and watch Baps, but it didn't work. The video got blocked, so we weren't able to do it for long periods of time. I don't know if it was the music or whatever the case may be. But anywho, we weren't able to do the watch party. So if anybody out there knows how we can watch and talk about movies and all that good stuff and watch old TV shows in pieces, not in entirety, let me know. Comment in the chat. So hello, everyone. Comment below where you are tuning in from. Tune in from down below where you're tuning in from. So tonight we're going to talk about what you can look forward to in regards to for those of you who are entrepreneurs who aspire to become an entrepreneur, and what's in store for the Tina Ramsey Show. And the Tina Ramsey Show, by the way, it streams on CTR Media Network, so you can go and listen and watch past episodes. But we're changing the way we do the Tina Ramsey Show in a way. We're going into season 11 of the Tina Ramsey Show, and we have been so blessed to be able to interview, Lord, over 500 some interviews, not including panels and all of that, over since 2018. And so what we're doing now for this season, we need to switch it up a bit. And so season 1 through 10 was all about motivating you, sharing knowledge, having upbuilding conversations centered around business, wellness, education, and life. And so we introduced you to impactful people who was actually fall into that genre, which was very broad. This year, for the fall for season 11, we are going to niche it all the way down to entrepreneurship. So now we are an entrepreneurship lifestyle TV show that is focused on interviewing 6 to 8 figure earners. Hello, everyone. Type in the chat. Say hello. And if you have any questions, you can ask questions. So we have so many new people that are becoming entrepreneurs, and I'm just going to be totally 100. Entrepreneurship is changing because our world has changed. So we cannot approach business the same way that we approach business for those of you from entrepreneurship from 10 years ago. Just like being a coach and educator, you have to evolve over time, right? And so in the I would say everything evolving into the digital age, we have to adjust. And so what I decided to do, because when you're just starting out with a business, because I know how it is when you're just starting out, you don't have on set a lot of capital, which is money, to be able to hire that top rank mentor or coach, or have that advisor to come in to help structure your business in the beginning, because you just don't have that much capital. You're more focused on getting all the necessary things in order to make the business function, okay? In order for the business to function. And so you're not focused on what you should be focused on, marketing and advertisement, because how people going to know about your business if you don't advertise it, right? And it's more than just posting on social media, but that's a whole different conversation. But how are you going to be able to get into the room with some of these people that make the 6 to 7 to 8 figures, right? Because most of the time, to be in the room with someone who makes 6, 7, 8 figures, you have to do some sort of investment to be at these big conferences, whether it is paying for a ticket, paying for VIP, traveling back and forth to wherever that location at. And to be honest with you, in the beginning, most businesses do not have that type of income to be able to do that in the beginning. And so one way that I wanted to help and be able to give back is because I know a lot of people. And I wanted to bring a lot of my 6, 7 figure earners to the plate, not you just talking to me, hearing it from me, from my perspective, but I want you to hear different perspectives from men and women who are making verifiable, making 6, 7, 8 figures that are willing to share their advice. You can come in, you can ask your questions, you can type it on watch us all over social media. Watch us on CTR Media Network, on Roku TV. You can watch us 24 hours, 7 days a week on the website, which is ctrmedianetwork.com. And of course, you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff like that. And so what I want you to do is to start putting in your questions now. What is it if you could get in a room with someone who makes 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures a year from their business or businesses? What are the questions that you would like to ask them? What would you like to know? And based upon what you would like to know, when I bring these individuals in and interview them, I will ask them those questions on your behalf so that you would get the answer that you need in order for you to truly be able to level up. Because it's one thing for ones who are trying to build their self up, which is not anything wrong with it, who are trying to build themselves up to 6, 7, and 8 figures. It's a whole different thing when you already have accomplished that. And so that's why I'm bringing on people other than myself that you can hear from and you can be able to learn from. So let me give you just a walkthrough of the changes that we have already been doing thus far with the Tina Ramsey show in general, so that you guys can really be able to benefit from what we're doing for you for absolutely free in regards to helping you level up. And even if you're not a business owner, but you're inspired to become one, or you might be a traditional 9 to 5 worker. Ain't nothing wrong with, I'm getting ghetto. It ain't nothing wrong with having a regular job, okay? And I personally, as a coach in this economic climate, I encourage entrepreneurs, if your business is not bringing in the revenue that you need in order to comfortably live your life, I encourage in this season entrepreneurs to get a job in order to subsidize their business, their passion, so that they will not be worried about, oh my God, I can't cover this, I can't cover that. If you need to get a regular job, there's no shame in that, okay? I know years ago, about 10 years ago, we was like, you can quit your job and just go full-fledged entrepreneurship. I am not saying that now, because entrepreneurship is a marathon, okay? And so let me show you so that you guys can benefit from what we're doing here. Oh, let me just play our new song and you guys let me know what you think about it. It's super short. We're going to do an extended version very soon, but it's not right now. So let me go ahead and play it so you can listen to it. And type in the chat what you think about the song, okay? And should we keep it short or should we extend it? Okay? So I'm getting ready to play it now. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Let me turn it up. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm going to turn it up so you guys can hear it better. And now I'm going to start it over. So it's short. It's about what, 32 seconds. We're thinking about doing an extended version of it. That's about a minute and a half. Um, and adding some more verses to it. But sorry about that. Overall, we like it a lot. Overall, we like it a whole lot. Because it's quick, it's fast, and it get our audience or our guests in a really good mood before they actually start. Before we actually start the interview. So when you go to the Tina Ramy show, you will see where we are featuring certain channels. Okay, you will notice that we are following the same model of the network that we are on, which is CTR Media Network. We're doing a blend of edutainment. What is edutainment? It's part education, part entertainment. So you will see that we're following the same flow of the network that we're on, which is CTR Media Network, which is right here. It actually reaches 350 million households worldwide, and just on YouTube alone, reach millions. Okay. And so we encourage you to go over and to subscribe, because it's not just the Tina Ramsey show over here. It's over 30 plus podcasters and or content creators that's over here streaming, sharing insight in every single thing that you can think about, from business to education to life to self-care to self-improvement to wellness to pop culture to news. It's pretty much a whole lot of different payment side, where you're going to see various different clips from different things. Okay. Different things that I like. Okay. The era that I grew up in and before me. Some of this stuff is before I was born and some of this stuff is not. I like to describe it as the era of time when everyone wasn't so sensitive. So we have, you'll see some clips, some classic TV shows, movies. You'll see motivational clips. You will also see some clips from different other podcast shows that I personally watch that I feel is greatly beneficial to you in some way, shape, or form, in order to help you, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's mindset development, career development, or just being able to overcome, right? You also gonna be seeing some clips from our show as well. And like I said, you're going to see different things from motivation to different clips and all that stuff like that in the shorts, along with entertaining clips from different shows we watch, like Living Single, Good Times, What's Happening, all that good stuff. Then this is the area that I want you guys to hover on, because what you're going to notice is that we're going to have short clips from all these different shows that we're featuring on our platform here on the Tina Ramsey show. So you notice here, let me show you. This clip right here is not from the Tina Ramsey show. It's actually from Jessica. And so I'm going to show you who she is. And the reason why I'm doing this is because these are some amazing content creators and YouTubers here on YouTube. And so even though we're sharing some of their clips, we're still giving them the credit for creating their content, okay? We're just basically putting in front of you, giving you something different to see, and we want you to watch our show and their shows, and most importantly, we want you to click that subscribe button. And you'll notice that we try to do the exact same thing over there on CTR Media Network as well. But these are full-fledged. Hi, David TF. Oh, what is this? This is, I'm actually explaining the new format for my TV/podcast show and why it's so beneficial for you guys to subscribe and support the movement. Because if you have a desire to learn how to make 6 to 7, 8 6 to 8 figures. These are definitely the interviews that you're going to want to watch in season 11. And this is also definitely the podcast or content creator shows that you want to be watching. Okay, now all these shows are not geared towards entrepreneurship. Some of them are just geared towards you being able to find a good side hustle that you can do alongside your job. Because if you know, like I know, and you go in that grocery store and you look at your utility bill and your mortgage or your rent, gas to put in your car, honey, the prices are just out of this world. And so, what can you do in the now to be able to subsidize your 9 to 5 that will not completely wear you out when you come home? What can you do to subsidize your business if it's not building the residual capital that you need in order for it to function properly? If you cannot get the funding for your business, if you cannot get the grants for your business, how are you going to sustain? How are you going to stay afloat in the low periods? Because every business has peaks and valleys. I call them peaks and valleys, highs and lows. Hey, Eminem. Okay, so Journey with the Hinstons, this is a great YouTuber, and she actually breaks down and tell you about different side things that you can do that actually make money. She go out and test this stuff out, so you don't have to go test it out yourself. You can just decide whether or not you want to do it. She actually kind of like show you different ways to do different things. And so if you're looking for a side hustle, different ways to make some more money, some of these things that she actually talk about, you can make it your full-time job if that's what you desire to do. But of course, you have to do your own due diligence in any type of content created by content creators or anything that we see on television today. But I have been following all of these podcasters. It's in her for years, and I tell you what, I learned how to create a journal and notebooks from watching her online. And I was able to create my own journals and my notebooks and actually have them for sale on Amazon, and was able to make some income when I was advertising them. They're still on Amazon if you want to purchase them. Just look up Dr. Tina J. Ramsay. That's Ramsay. People say Ramsey, but when you spell my name, it's Ramsay versus EY. And it actually worked. It actually worked. And even when she go and test different things out and it don't work, she'll be honest with you. So go check her out. She has a lot of videos. Then we have Dr. Fashion. She is actually an amazing, if you want to learn how to monetize YouTube and different social media platforms, Amazon, all that different stuff like that. Dr. Fashion actually has a business outside of being in the fashion industry, because she's a fashion designer. Outside of that, she is a content creator, a full-time content creator, right? And she has a community called Creator Life. And her stuff is amazing. I experience it. I use it. Her stuff is amazing with her coaching. So if you have a desire to learn how to monetize YouTube, how to get on these platforms and actually help them have them pay you, and also learn how to qualify for some of these things, I definitely encourage you to follow Dr. Fashion, and also look up Creator Life. That's, you spell creator just like it's spelled, but you spell life, Lyfe. Now, Malika at home, she is a little bit different. She actually share various different jobs that you can do from home. So her niche is finding all these different jobs that you can actually do at home. And I have been following her for years. And when I say for years, I mean at least 5+ years. Okay. And Journey with the Hilton, 5 years. Dr. Fashion, I think I'm going on 3 years now. And these ladies is the real deal, okay? They the real deal. I'm not in the dark. I'm in the light. You're just looking at my computer. Okay. And so, because this is a computer. Uh-oh. Let me see what's going on here. Can you guys see my screen? Wait a minute. I might have to restart this live. Give me a minute. Can you hear me? Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. Something's going on. Okay, you guys. And my screen is frozen. Oh, no. All that talking I was just doing. Okay. What I'm going to have to do, end this live and come back on, okay? So y'all hold tight because I really want you guys to be able to hear it and see it. I actually received a phone call and I think it turned it off. So I'll be right back, okay? Hold tight.